Let's talk about the 100K illusion. In most places, a six-figure salary means comfort and luxury. But in Norway, that same salary just gets you an average life, thanks to high taxes and living costs. Here, your paycheck shrinks, but you gain world-class public services and a strong safety net. So, before you dream big, know what your money really buys in Norway. Norway is famous for its stunning fjords, cozy red houses, and outdoor lifestyle. But there's another side. Living here comes with a hefty price tag. From pricey pizzas to sky-high rent, the cost of paradise is real. Let's explore what your money really gets you in the land of surprises. So, what do Norwegians actually earn? The average salary is about 650,000 kroner, roughly $60,000. Most people, like teachers or nurses, earn this amount, not $100,000. The system is designed for a strong middle class, with a flatter salary distribution than many countries. It's less about millionaires and more about everyone having a solid, stable income. Okay, so we've established that the average Norwegian salary is about $60,000. How does that stack up against the rest of the world? Well, it's pretty high. If you compare it to the average salary in the United States, which is also in a similar ballpark, it seems competitive. But when you look at countries like the UK, Spain, or Italy, that Norwegian average starts to look very generous indeed. People in many parts of the world would dream of earning that kind of money. On paper, it looks like Norwegians are some of the highest paid workers on the planet. But a salary is only half the story. The other half is what you can buy with it. This is where things get tricky. That $60,000 in Oslo doesn't have the same purchasing power as $60,000 in, say, Houston, Texas. Not even close. It's like having a bigger bucket, but the bucket has a few holes in it. Sure, more money comes in, but it also flows out much, much faster. This is why you can't just compare salary numbers directly. You have to look at them through the lens of local costs, which is something we'll be diving into head first. Let's take our $100,000 earner as an example. In many major American cities, a six-figure salary allows for a very comfortable life. You can afford a spacious apartment, own a car without thinking twice, eat out regularly, and still have plenty left over for savings and investments. In Norway, that same salary gets you a nice, but probably not huge, apartment. You might think twice about owning a car because of the insane taxes and running costs. And eating out becomes a special occasion, not a weekly habit. Your financial priorities have to shift dramatically. This is the great paradox of Norwegian life. You earn more, but you often feel like you have less disposable income. It's a common feeling among expats who move here. They see their paycheck in Norwegian Kroner and think they've won the lottery, only to find that after taxes, rent and groceries, they're left with a surprisingly small amount to play with. So, while Norway often tops the charts for average salaries, it also consistently ranks as one of the most expensive places to live. The global salary showdown isn't just about who earns the most, it's about who keeps the most. So why are Norwegian salaries so high in the first place? It's not just because the country is rich from oil, although that certainly helps. The real answer is more complex, and honestly it has a lot to do with the structure of Norwegian society. A huge factor is the power of labor unions. Unions are deeply integrated into the workforce here, and they play a crucial role in negotiating wages for almost every sector. This process, known as collective bargaining, ensures that wages are fair and keep pace with the high cost of living. It prevents a race to the bottom, where employers can pay as little as possible. This system creates a high wage floor. It means that jobs that are typically low paid in other countries, like working in a coffee shop, cleaning or retail, are compensated with a respectable living wage in Norway. This is a fundamental part of the egalitarian ethos here. The belief is that anyone who works a full-time job should be able to live a decent life, support their family, and participate in society. It's a beautiful idea, but it has a direct impact on the prices of everything. When the person making your coffee is earning a solid wage, the coffee itself is going to cost more. Simple as that. Another piece of the puzzle is productivity. Norway is a highly efficient and technologically advanced country. The workforce is well educated, and businesses often invest heavily in technology to make their operations more productive. Higher productivity means that each worker generates more value, which in turn justifies a higher salary. You combine this with the country's vast natural resources, particularly oil and gas, and you have a recipe for a very wealthy nation. This wealth is then funneled back into the economy through high wages and robust public services. But this all comes back to the central theme. It's a package deal. You can't just take the high salary and ignore the rest. The high wages are intrinsically linked to the high cost of living and the high taxes. It's all part of the same social contract. Norwegians accept this trade-off because it results in a stable, safe and equitable society with very low levels of poverty and a strong social safety net. So when you look at your Norwegian payslip and see all those zeros, remember the logic behind them. It's not just random, it's the price of admission to the Norwegian way of life. You land a job in Norway, sign a six-figure contract and dream big. But when your first paycheck arrives, it's much smaller than expected. Welcome to the great Norwegian paycheck haircut, where taxes take a big bite and your net pay is the real story. It's a shock, but you get a lot in return. That's the Norwegian deal. Ever wonder where your tax money goes? In Norway, it funds universal healthcare, free education, childcare, and public infrastructure, ensuring security and comfort for everyone. Your taxes are reinvested into society, supporting families, students, and the vulnerable. It's the price for living in a country that values collective well-being. In Norway, even a $100,000 salary feels average after taxes. The progressive tax system compresses income gaps, so lifestyles are modest and status is less about wealth. Here, being comfortable and enjoying life with family and friends matters more than standing out. That's the Norwegian way. Okay, so the tax office has taken its share, and you're left with your net monthly income of around $5,100. Now comes the next big boss battle in the game of Norwegian living, finding a place to live. This isn't just a small side quest, it's a major undertaking that will have the single biggest impact on your monthly budget. In most countries, you look for a house or an apartment that fits your lifestyle. In Norway, especially in the big cities, you often have to adjust your lifestyle to fit the apartment you can actually afford. It's a humbling experience for many. The hunt begins online, on websites like Finn.no, which is the Norwegian equivalent of Craigslist, eBay, and a real estate portal, all rolled into one. You start scrolling, full of optimism. A nice two-bedroom apartment near the city centre would be great, you think to yourself. Then you see the prices, and your optimism slowly deflates like a sad balloon. The photos show beautiful, minimalist Scandinavian interiors, but the numbers next to them seem to have way too many zeros. You double-check the currency conversion, hoping you made a mistake. You did not. It really is that expensive. This initial sticker shock is a universal experience. The demand for housing in desirable areas far outstrips the supply, which naturally drives prices through the roof. You'll also notice that apartments are often smaller than what you might be used to. A spacious one-bedroom apartment in Oslo might be 50 square meters, or about 540 square feet. What's considered a family-sized apartment in Norway might feel like a cozy starter home elsewhere. You quickly learn to appreciate efficient use of space and the magic of IKEA furniture that can be three things at once. The competition is also fierce. For a decent apartment in a good location, you won't be the only one interested. You'll attend a visioning, which is a group viewing, along with a dozen other hopefuls. Everyone walks around, trying to look casual while secretly sizing up the competition and trying to imagine their life in this tiny, expensive box. It can feel like a strange, silent auction where you're not just offering money, but also trying to prove you'll be the perfect, quiet, non-partying tenant. The Great Norwegian Apartment Hunt is a journey, and it requires patience, a flexible budget, and a good sense of humor. Oslo, Bergen, and Trondheim are Norway's biggest cities, but rent is steep everywhere. In Oslo, expect to pay up to $700 for a one-bedroom. Bergen and Trondheim are a bit cheaper, but competition is fierce, especially for students. No matter where you live, rent will take a big bite out of your paycheck. After paying sky-high rent, you might think, why not just buy? But in Norway, buying a home means facing even bigger sticker shock. A basic Oslo apartment can cost nearly $500,000. Standard, not luxury. Property prices are among the highest in Europe, making home ownership a steep climb, one expensive rung at a time. Buying a home in Norway means facing sky-high prices and strict banking rules. You'll need a 15% down payment, often more than a year's salary, and banks won't lend more than 5 times your income. For most, help from parents is the only way in. Otherwise, it's years of saving and tough choices. Whether you rent or buy, expect to spend a huge chunk of your income just to keep a roof over your head. For our $100,000 earner, a modest Oslo apartment eats up about a third of your take-home pay before utilities and insurance. Buy instead. Your mortgage might be similar, but add building fees and maintenance, and you're still spending close to 40% of your income on housing. That leaves just over $3,000 for everything else: food, transport, savings, and fun. This is why a 6-figure salary in Norway feels comfortable, not rich. Housing costs are high and non-negotiable. Most Norwegians live smaller, commute further, and prioritize home security over extravagance. After rent, groceries are your next big challenge. Basic items, bread, milk, cheese, meat are shockingly expensive thanks to high wages and tariffs. That $15 chicken pays for fair wages and local farming, not just dinner. Shopping becomes a strategic game. You hunt for deals, embrace store brands, and eat more pasta and potatoes. Even with a good salary, you'll feel every dollar at the checkout. A weekly grocery bill for 2, easily $150–200, and that's without splurging. Suddenly, every meal feels like a financial decision. Craving a night out? Brace yourself. Restaurants in Norway are a luxury. A basic pizza costs $25–30, a burger and fries $25, and drinks are just as steep. High prices reflect fair wages for all staff, no tipping required. Eating out is reserved for special occasions. Most socializing happens at home over homemade meals. Norwegians cherish the hjemmemiddag, dinner at home with friends, or grab a cheap supermarket beer for a park hangout. Dining out is rare, intimate, and always expensive. Your wallet will thank you for staying in. Getting around, public transport is king. Clean, reliable, and $85 a month for unlimited travel. Cycling is popular and cheap, especially in summer. Owning a car, prepare for sky-high prices, import taxes, gas over 8-gallon, tolls, and impossible parking. Electric cars are more affordable, but still a major commitment. The government discourages urban car ownership to cut pollution and traffic. For most, the transport pass is the best deal in Norway. Your commute is efficient, but never cheap if you drive. Electricity is a hidden budget buster, especially in winter. Most homes rely on electric heating. Bills can jump from $50 in summer to $300+ in winter. Prices fluctuate with the hydroelectric market, so Norwegians track rates obsessively. You'll learn to layer up, take quick showers, and turn off lights religiously. Green energy is great, but nature's whims can hit your wallet hard. Winter means subtracting another chunk from your leftover income, just to stay warm. Beyond the big expenses, Norway is full of small recurring costs. Road tolls, mandatory insurance, and pricey phone plans all add up. Even if you don't drive, tolls sneak into taxi fares and shared rides. Insurance, especially contents insurance, is essential and often required by landlords. The old TV license is now part of your taxes, but the principle remains. Everyone pays for shared services. These death by 1,000 cuts expenses can easily total $150 a month. It's manageable, but explains why your money seems to vanish so quickly. We've dissected the salary, winced at taxes, and gasped at housing costs. Now let's see what's left. After rent, utilities, groceries, and transport, our Oslo resident has about $2,600 left each month. Enough for life's surprises, but every kroner counts. After bills, you've got money left for savings and fun. Save about 15% for your future. Think apartments or emergencies. The rest covers clothes, social life, and entertainment. Budget wisely, and you'll enjoy a comfortable, secure life in Norway. Nothing fancy, but perfectly average and good. Norway's high costs come with priceless payoffs, safety, trust, and a work-life balance that values your time. Here, you can walk home at night without worry, enjoy 5 weeks of paid vacation, and rely on universal healthcare and free education. For many, that peace of mind is worth every krone. Norway's beauty comes at a price. The high cost of living means constant financial trade-offs, even on a good salary. It can feel draining and isolating, especially for newcomers. But for many, the slower pace and simple joys redefine what success means. Norway is perfect for those who value security, family, and nature over wealth and status. If you love the outdoors, believe in social equality, and want a safe place to raise kids, you'll thrive here. But if you crave luxury, fast-paced living, or hate cold winters, Norway may not be for you. Norway isn't for everyone. If you value community, nature, and work-life balance over wealth, you'll thrive here. But if you crave fast-paced ambition, luxury, or endless nightlife, Norway's high costs and quiet winters might not suit you. It's a paradise for those who seek richness in experience, not just in their wallet. So what's the final verdict on our $100,000 salary in Norway? Is it the key to a dream life? Well, it depends on how you define the dream. That six-figure income does not make you rich in Norway. It makes you comfortable. It makes you solidly middle class. It allows you to live a secure, stable, and high-quality life, but it does not grant you a life of luxury. You will not be making it rain kroner at the club, mostly because you'll be at home, having invited friends over for a more affordable dinner. The $100,000 dream isn't about wealth, it's about well-being. Your money buys you into a system. It's a subscription to one of the world's most well-functioning societies. Your high taxes and the expensive cost of goods are your membership fees. In return, you get peace of mind. You get to live in a place where you don't have to worry about a medical emergency wiping out your savings. You get to let your kids play outside without fear. You get 5 weeks of vacation to recharge and a 4 p.m. end to your workday. You are trading a portion of your individual purchasing power for a massive upgrade in collective security and quality of life. Ultimately, the decision to move to Norway is a gut check. It forces you to ask yourself what you truly want out of life. Do you want more financial freedom, or do you want more freedom from worry? Do you want to stand out, or do you want to be part of a strong, supportive community? There is no right or wrong answer. For some, the high price is a barrier they can't or don't want to overcome. For others, it's a small price to pay for the safety, balance, and connection to nature that Norway offers in abundance. So, if you're considering the move, look past the salary number, look at the life it buys you. A $100,000 salary in Norway gets you a good life, but you have to be willing to embrace the Norwegian definition of what good means. It means less flash, less excess, but potentially a lot more substance. It's a comfortable, sensible, and profoundly secure existence in one of the most beautiful corners of the world. And for the right person, that is a dream worth paying for.